What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and as you can tell by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about all of the little updates and all of the news that we got yesterday and today, and just my thoughts and opinions on everything that is going down. So I made a community post, I've been chatting with a couple people, and I've been doing my research, and I do not think that the state of the game is that bad right now. I know obviously a lot of people are upset because the banners are getting rushed, and it seems bad because you feel like you're missing out on characters or you don't have enough cubes and stuff, but there's a lot of things to take into consideration. So before I go into all of that, thank you guys so much for all of the support you've been showing. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing and stuff like that. If you guys don't mind, this is my new free-to-play account. I'll have this in the description below. If you guys could use my invitation code on this account, that'd be pretty cool. If not, that's fine. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump into today's topic, basically. That's my wrong thing. Here we go. Okay, so first of all, we got the Yuji, the Momo Nishimiya, and the Hollow Purple Gojo announcement. And a lot of people are kind of freaking out because they're thinking that they're not going to have enough to summon for all of them, which is absolutely true. We are probably not going to have enough to summon for all of them, but I don't believe that we need to. I think people are failing to realize the people that we have, like the characters that we have, are better than this Yuji is right now. I do not think he's good enough to be summoning for. So a lot of people are upset because they're not going to be summoned on him. Like, if he's your favorite character, if you like him a lot and that's why you're upset, I get that. They rushed it, they're not giving many cubes out, but still, if we're looking at everything in just a gameplay, mechanics, people that you gotta have, Yuji is not one of them. Like, I do not think he is that great. Now, Momo, on the other hand, she is an amazing support. If you've played JP, you know she's busted. She's very good. She's a great support. So, like, I would recommend summoning on her as well. Like, if you have extra pulls, or if you guys watched my last video, if you haven't, it's in the top right. Make a few accounts. Like, reroll a couple times, get a perfect account, get a good account with Yuta and some good supports on it. Use your guaranteed SSR reroll ticket, get Gojo, and then you're going to have a ton of extra cubes. A lot of people are like focused on them rushing it, and they're not realizing that I think this is a skip. I would have skipped this no matter what. I don't even think he's that good to begin with. So, like, honestly, even if we had a month in between the last banner being Geto and him, I don't think I would have summoned on this. And I think a lot of other people also would have not summoned on him, and people are getting upset and they're doom posting and they're getting all mad, and like a bunch of, I've seen content creators as well, they're all just doom posting, and they're talking about how the devs need to fix this and stuff, and like, I don't believe that's how we should be looking at it, especially because if you think about how JP was, they released filler banners that nobody summoned on, that nobody liked. Basically, they're just taking out the filler and they're giving us nothing but hits until we're caught up with JP. I know that it makes it a little bit of a spender's game, and like, obviously you're going to have to pick and choose if you're free to play, but like I said, let's go ahead and just talk about the stuff that we're going to be getting, so I can kind of ease your mind and like talk about what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, I'm a light spender, like very light. I do not spend a lot. I try to save as much as I can. Obviously, I have my new free-to-play account. I have my old free-to-play account that I play on, and they are doing absolutely fine. I have cubes saved up. I do not think we're in a bad state at all. But let's go ahead and get back to this. So, like, to me, Yuji is a skip. I would have skipped him no matter what on any account. I wouldn't have summoned on him. Even if you're, like, arguing for collection purposes, like, to me, that's not a big deal at all. Like, I would skip this. Momo, I would summon for her, and I might put some summons into her, especially if they they said on the dev and moderator that they're going to make more step-up banners. So if they make a step-up banner for Momo, or even if they don't, if they just have a featured gacha, then I still probably will summon for Momo. Hopefully you can get her quick. I don't think she needs many dupes to be good. I think she's just a basic character for the basic support needs, and she's great at that. And we'll kind of go into more in depth about characters in a second. But I wanted to talk about this as well. We are getting an event, as of course, the Not the Ideal Vacation for Satoru Gojo. It's the same event that happened in JP, but we're going to be getting this. So we're going to get more cubes from this and more rewards for this as well. So we've seen it in the other events. They've been buffing them slowly, and we've been getting more and more cubes per event. So hopefully they just keep increasing the amount of cubes that they're giving out per event, and that kind of offsets the pacing of the banner. Obviously they're not going to be giving out like millions of cubes, but we're going to be getting enough cubes to make it viable for the time being. So let's go ahead and go over to this right here. I wanted to go ahead and talk about the timeline like of JP, because like everybody's getting so mad about how they're rushing the banners and stuff, but I really don't see it as that. Like, I'm having a great time with the game. I still love the game. They're releasing events, they're talking to the community, they're having sit downs and conversations with content creators and letting us know information. I think that is an amazing step in the right direction, and I think people need to like get it out of their head that this is a horrible thing. Because if you look, obviously we got Junpei, we got everything that they got here in December. Obviously we're getting all of this in the first month that we got the game, but we got the collaboration event, and then we got Gato, and then we got this even before the collaboration event, and then obviously they had some paid banners going on, but then this is where in January, this is what we're getting. We're getting this on December 3rd, which I believe is Tuesday. We're getting more story, so that's another chance for cubes that we're going to be getting. So not only are we getting more story for cubes, we're getting that event for cubes, and then not to even mention, we're getting Tower early. We're getting it earlier than JP did. So we're getting Tower early, which is going to get you more cubes and going to get you more rewards. So I think that they're doing their best to try to make it right on a global side. I think we just have to stick with it and be more positive. But like I said, in January, obviously they got more story, and then as soon as they got more story, they got a pickup banner for Yuji. And in my opinion, like I said, I would skip this. Like, I would have skipped this. I think in JP I even skipped it. So I don't think he's that good, especially considering that he's a red attacker. We already have a red attacker. If you have Yuta, you have one of the best red attackers. Even in JP today, Yuta is still one of the best red attackers in the game, besides Toji. And Toji's going to be coming out soon. Like, I think he's a total skip. So people getting mad about him, it just baffles me, because I don't think he's worth it whatsoever. But then down here on the 29th of January, they got the Gojo, and then they got the obviously they got the Hollow Purple Gojo gacha, which we are also going to be getting. And I'll get into who I think you should summon for and everything in a second, because I want to show you this as well. So in February, they also they're getting constant rewards for more and more players, so hopefully we get more rewards. I know that they talked about giving out more and more cubes. They're giving out as many as they can, they said, but they're working on getting us as many as they can. But another thing to mention, like during the dev moderator like stream that happened during their communication, they said anything that JP got, Global will also get. So like people are getting upset because we're missing events, or we're not getting all of the events that JP got, but we're going to get them. And you have to take into account that all of the characters, or at least most of them, as long as they're not like featured, like what I mean by that is like the movie event, like as long as it's not Yuta or Gato from the Zero event or any of the characters from that, they're going to go into the standard pool. Like, it might take some time, yeah, but they're going to go into the standard pool. So let's say they release the map events that we were supposed to get with Momo Nishimiya. If they're going to release the events eventually, we're going to get those cubes. So it's not like we're missing out on the cubes. We just don't have them right now. So like eventually we're going to be able to pick up those cubes, and we're going to be able to like save up those cubes for when these people all go into the standard banner. And then when they go into the standard banner, you're going to have cubes from these events, and you're going to be able to summon and have the potential to get them. So let's go over and jump over to the tier list, because like I said, I'm in Japan right now, and if you take a peek, obviously Momo is one of the best supports in the game. Like, she's busted. She's very good. I don't really like, if you guys want me to make kit videos and like showing you like showcases and stuff, I can start doing that stuff, and I think I would enjoy doing that stuff. So if you guys want to see it, just drop it in the comments, and I can start doing it on every character. But she's very good, and I think that she's worth a summon or two. I definitely don't think it's worth going to pity for, but I definitely think that she's a good character, and she's worth pulling on. But then that takes me back to my point. You go from SS and you go to S, and then you go or this is support, my bad, but if you go to the damage, we have Yuta already, and he's the red attacker, and we have the domain Gojo, we have the strongest Gojo, I meant, and he's a blue attacker. So then everybody's worried about tower, and like having characters to complete tower with. But if you have Yuta and you have Gojo, honestly, in my opinion, he's going to go into the standard banner. I would almost tell you guys to skip Hollow Purple Gojo. Like, obviously he's a hype character, and it's hard to say, and people are going to be like, God, it really sucks to like miss out on somebody so good just because they're rushing banners. But like, if we don't have the cubes, we don't have the cubes right now. But he's going to go into the standard banner eventually, and we're going to be able to get him. And it's not like he's absolutely necessary to the game. He is very good, so if you have cubes and you don't want Momo, and you would rather have another Gojo, just be aware that you can't use two Gojos on the same team. So like, even if you have both of these Gojos, you're not going to be able to use them both at the same time. So if you have a really OP Gojo, like, I would almost recommend just holding off on Hollow Purple Gojo. Like I said, if you're a light spender or you're a spender, summon on who you want. Obviously, pull Gojo, pull Momo. I would still skip Yuta, or not Yuta, Yuji, because if you scroll down past SS, you're in just S tier, and that's where he is in JP today. Like, he's not even that good. So like, if we're taking into account that the banners are getting rushed, and we have Yuta and we have Gojo, if the banners are going to get rushed and we're going to have Toji, he's an attacker that does taijutsu, and he outclasses Yuji in every single way. There's not a single use in my mind for this Yuji. Like, yeah, he's cool to have for collection purposes. He's really cool. I like Yuji, but like, Toji does it better, and he's not going to be far behind the Hollow Purple Gojo. So like, in my mind, like, I would skip Yuji, and I would just wait for Toji to come out, and because we're pretty stacked up as it is, and I don't know, that's just my opinion on it, I guess. And I think everybody is doom posting right now, and they're getting so mad, and they're talking about the characters that they're going to miss because of them speeding up the banners. But I definitely do not think it is as bad as everybody thinks it is. But going back to here, obviously skip Yuji in my opinion. Maybe summon for Momo if you have the cubes, if you know how good she is. I mean, she's top tier in the support category on JP even to this day. So I mean, I would summon for her. I'm going to summon for her. And then Hollow Purple Gojo, depending on how much we get for the events, And then obviously, here, let me go back here. We are going to get more for the, because we're going to get chapter 10. So main story missions are going to be added, so we're going to get cubes there as well. And then not to mention, we're going to be getting tower early. So then the cubes that we get from this and the event, like if we have enough pools to pull for Gojo, and we have enough pools to pull for Momo, like I think that's good. Like a lot of people are complaining about that, but I think that's good. Like I don't see anything wrong with that. You can't expect to pull on every single banner. That's just not how a gacha game works. Like everybody expects them to compensate because they're speeding up the banners, but you have to take into account, like, even if you were waiting in between banners for these, like if you weren't spending cubes in JP, like you weren't going to summon on every single banner as a free-to-play. And I think that people are going to have to realize that this might be a good thing. Like, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that they're releasing these characters like they are, especially if they get them into the standard pool sooner, and then you have a chances on later banners to be pulling on a banner, and then you might get one of these two characters, or you might get Hollow Purple Gojo, like just when you're pulling for somebody else that you actually really want. Then I think, taking that into account, I don't think it's that bad of a thing. Yeah, so I just thought I would put this video out. Obviously, I wanted to talk a little about the banner release schedule, what I thought about it, who to summon for, who to skip, and yeah, we're going to be getting content, and we're going to be getting more and more content as the game progresses. Obviously, Global literally just came out, so like, give it time, let them rock with it, let them figure it out. They already had to sit down and ease our mind on a lot of things, especially because Pity Transfer is coming. It might not be anytime soon. Like, I think it's going to be happening in the next 2 to 3 months. But then just be patient with them. I do not think this is a bad thing at all. I think we're going to have enough cubes to summon for the absolutely necessary, absolute must-haves. I think everybody is going to be fine. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comments, to be honest. I'd love to chat with you guys, see what you guys think about it. Hear different perspectives. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong, or I haven't taken into account. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for the support. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, turn on notifications, comment any videos you guys want to see, or if you guys do want to see me make showcase videos on characters or anything like that, just let me down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.